all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for writing in your comments and your suggestions and liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels. Today, we are going to talk with Sharma sir. A warm welcome to you, sir.
Namaste.
Sir, today what is the Akalaniya Sutra that we are going to learn from you?
See, generally we assume that, rather it is stated by almost everybody that Venus in the 12th house is a good placement for Venus. He gives you a lot of, good things and XYZ. And the reason behind it is, at least what is told and what is also understood by many, is in the natural zodiac, that is assuming that Lagna is Aries, ascendant is Aries, then the 12th Rashi is the 12th Bhava, which happens to be Rashi of exaltation of Venus. And since that is also house of expenditure, but since it is Venus who is endowed with all sorts of luxury, he spends on luxury, and for spending on luxury, naturally he has enough money. This is the basic principle which is understood. Now here Ramanujam has a different view. And that's why I say Anakalaniya, that which is very difficult to understand. And what he says is, as you can see, Mine Kumbhe Jatasya. A person born with either Pisces or Aquarius as the Lagna. Vyaya Shukro no Yogada. If Venus is in the 12th house for these two ascendants, he doesn't cause any good yoga. Yoga is always supposed to be auspicious. There is something called Dur Yoga, but generally yoga is used in that. And then he goes on further to say Itare Jaya Manasya for other ascendants. Vyaya Shukra Shiva Prada. For other ascendants, Venus in the 12th house gives good results. So the first part is outside the normal understanding of what we generally assume to be the case, and which is okay. I mean, yeah, he will still spend on luxuries, that is a different thing. So what should be the reason? And the way I look at it is, if you assume the ascendant to be Aquarius, then naturally he becomes Yoga Karaka, as you know.
Yes.
But which Bhava, even with Capricorn, he becomes a Yoga Karaka. Here, what happens is he is Lord of the 4th house, which is mother, happiness. Even Venus is Karaka for the 4th house as far as vehicles is concerned.
Yes.
And he is also Lord of 9th house, which is Bhagya, or your luck, or your fortune, whichever way, or even father, whatever you may consider. But he is placed in the 12th house of expenditure. So what is going to be spent? Your happiness,
Yes.
Your motherland, your vehicles, etc., 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 and your fortune is gone. So we can understand why he's saying he doesn't give good results. Period. Now we will go to what I generally think afterwards. In Pisces, what happens? He becomes, the Venus is Lord of the 3rd house of Parakram, valor, and of the 8th house, which is your legacy, whatever you have got from ancestors, one, and things unexpected. He is now sitting in the 12th house of expenditure.
And it's just
so
wasting
your valor
all
is gone. Your valor is gone. Your perhaps legacy is also gone. And unexpected expenditure might arise. Isn't it? So that is the logic behind Ramanujam saying specifically for the Lagna. As you can see, in case of Capricorn, still he is Yoga Karaka, but he is Lord of the 5th and Lord of the 10th. So the person might go for studies abroad, and his karma or career might be abroad. But he can have, if he does not go abroad, he might have problem. I mean, abroad is in a distinctly different culture, because that is what is represented by 12th. Similarly, for these two Lagnas, my advice to people would be to seek their fortune or their valor. It is going to be appreciated someplace else. So from my point of view, while this is correct, in such cases, you will find that the person might be really good. He has everything, but he does not succeed, or he is not happy. Like in Aquarius, he would not be very happy. His relations with his father also might be, a bit
strained
here and there, strained, or he might have lost his father, which is a different thing. But this is a benefic. So I don't think that would be there unless some malefic is also aspecting the ninth house. But all this, where is his fortune? In distant lands. Where is his happiness? In distant lands.
Distant lands.
So he better move out if he wants to get advantage of that same Venus sitting in the 12th house of the natural zodiac, if we look at it. Otherwise, he will not get these results. And we will be naturally perplexed. Why? 12th house, the Venus is one of the best. Yeah, it is best, but not for all. And that is why this is Bhavartha. It is talking about what Bhava Lord. Not only Venus being there, Lord of which Bhava will decide what sort of result he can give. In case of Pisces, he is Lord of the 3rd, he is Lord of the 8th. So his valor, he would be valorous, but it will be of no use. Which means in that case, he will also not have a good career. Obviously.
Yes.
Isn't it? And his legacies might be spent because he doesn't earn anything. He might be valorous, but it is of no use in his own motherland or his known culture. I would talk about distinctly different culture when we talk about the 12th house. It can be foreign lands, it can be distinctly different culture. In India itself, there are so many distinctly different cultures that people have a choice. Yeah. And those who have these problems should try to go to at least a distinctly different culture and find out what happens. Exactly. Some opportunity might arise there. They might eventually even land in a different land and be very successful. So this is why I call it Amakalaniya Shloka. Very difficult to understand because this is against the traditional wisdom. But the system changes. In case of Capricorn, it is higher education, acquired knowledge. Where he will acquire knowledge is in the distant land. So at PG level, maybe in his own land, he might have some trouble.
Yeah, so he might have to go.
So he better go abroad to gain additional knowledge, and that will be appreciated. His work will be appreciated there. In case of Capricorn, he would be having money, but he would always have that feeling, I am not recognized. Because his Lord of 10th, which is also karma, also house of recognition. So he would say, but I am not recognized. He may be even a top bureaucrat. He says, it's okay, but then I am not. Because he will not be, his knowledge is of no use in his own place. And you will find around, when we take out different charts, we can understand why sometimes people have to move out to gain out of a negative chart. And I'm sure I think that we cannot be born again. So we have to use these things intelligently. As Dr. Raman used to say, fools are ruled by planets, wise men use them. Lord Krishna used his own planets and went away from Mathura to succeed, isn't it? Yes. So this is it. So this is Anakalaniya Shloka from the great Bhavartha Ratnakar. This comes in the part 1 of there are certain yoga specific to certain, ascendants. This comes from that part. We are going in on only yogas, but that is why Bhavartha Ratnakar is a huge thing. And takes sometimes it becomes difficult. When a youngster, I was also first perturbed, and then I think I spent 5 days to understand exactly what he's saying. So
yes, it's a very beautiful thing that we realize that in Aquarius, it actually means loss of mother's happiness or happiness, or a lot constant bickering with mother, or for that matter, loss of our vehicles or happiness. So better go out and do something in some distant culture where we are now able to have some happiness.
Right.
Thank you so much, sir. It was these shlokas make us understand that the basics are the most important. We will be continuing on our series with Sir on Bhavartha Ratnakar from March and April. So if you are interested, do write to us and we'll let you know our series on Bhavartha Ratnakar coming up. Till we meet with you again, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.